Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Sometimes you need to know how to do a little something yourself. I'm gonna be back on YouTube showing you guys the basics from high-end to low-end inexpensive makeup products, because I know not everybody wants to spend too much money on makeup, which is reasonable in this cost of living, do you know what I'm saying? So I actually want to, you know, come back on here, show you guys how I do my looks. And if you're someone who does not know how to do makeup in 2023, make sure you like, share and subscribe, because I'm going to be here to teach you guys. To conceal my eyebrows, I'm going to be using my foundation, which is the light reflecting foundation. This is in the Nars and it is in the color Macao. My concealer is going to be a lighter shade. I'm going to be using the I Am Magic by Juvias Place concealer, and this is in the shade 9. Do the lighter shade underneath my eyes, and then obviously my foundation shade on top of my eyebrows, just because I don't like it looking very harsh. And as you can see, the shades are very close. I don't like a very bright concealer. I like it when it's a bit, you know, closer to my skin complexion. So I'm going to start off with the concealer, which is the lighter shade. I'm just going to apply it on a brush like this, so it's easier for me to, you know, get all up in there like that. And I'm just going to blend it all the way down. Moving on with the foundation shades, you don't have to wipe off your brush, just go in with the same brush, and then I apply it right underneath my eyebrows here. And then also with my foundation shade, I'm just going to go ahead and do the top of my eyebrow just to clean it out. Then with a brush, I'm just gonna blend everything out. Front of my eyebrows, I don't like it when it's too boxy, so I'm just gonna take the same brush and just like tap it out, just to, you know, smoothen the boxiness. So now we're going to move on with the skin prep. I'm going to start off with the Revolution Pro, and this is the Miracle Cream. As you can see, I'm literally running out because the stuff is so amazing. I'm just going to put a couple drops on my face. Now massage everything in. Then I'm going to move in with my Elemis Rose Micro Serum. Just going to do like 2 pumps. It has some kind of shimmer, so it just leaves my skin looking very luminous. Also, I like using like an eye cream because my under eyes are very dry, so I find when I put my concealer on, once I've hydrated my under eyes, I get like a very nice even blend. I get like a nice even blend with no creasings. Putting foundation on top of dry skin is just not the one. It's just going to leave your skin looking very patchy, so you want to make sure everything is moisturized underneath your makeup, so you don't have to worry about it cracking and stuff on top. Now that my skin is nice and prepped and moisturized, I don't really use a primer too much, but yeah, that's how my skin is looking. I'm just going to move in with my foundation. So the foundation I'll be using today is the same foundation I use for my eyebrows, but it's the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Same color, I'm in the color Macao. Just give it a shake before I use it. This foundation is like very lightweight but buildable, so I use like 2 small pumps, or maybe 1.5 pump on each side of my face. This foundation is buildable, so I can go ahead and build it up if I need to. But yeah, this is literally one of my favorite foundations. It's just so lightweight, and I just like it. Just works amazing because I have dry skin, so it works really well with my skin type. Also, it just like evens out my skin complexion. I like using foundation brushes because I feel like with beauty sponges or beauty blenders, it takes away a lot of the foundation. All just goes into the sponge, but with the brush, everything is just gonna like stay on your face when you're blending it out. So I'm literally just gonna add a bit more just to show you guys how buildable it is. And I don't put too much foundation on my forehead. I apply and tap it mainly around my mouth area because I find I have a lot of discoloration around my mouth. Now I do have like spots. I just don't like putting foundation on my forehead because I sweat a lot. So whatever I have left on my brush, I'm literally just gonna use it between my eyebrows and just like, you know, dab everything on. Once we've like obviously set our faces, we notice that we still have like darkness under here, so you want to make sure you're getting all of the small little crevices. Also, I noticed my foundation is looking a little bit orange on camera, but I think it's just the lighting. I'm just gonna move on with my cream bronzer. I'm gonna be using this Sleek In Your Tone concealer, and this is in the shade 12N. Just gonna apply it around my forehead, my nose, and I'm just gonna bring it all the way up here to my eye sockets, and then just do a little, you know. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. I'm gonna do my cheekbones. I'm not really trying to define my cheeks, I'm more just trying to like bring warmth into my face, because obviously we're gonna be putting on a concealer and the concealer is gonna be lighter, so we just need to balance out the colors in our face, because if we just put a concealer on top instead of putting like a bronzer or something that's gonna bring color into your face, you're gonna look very washed out. So you want to make sure you're actually bronzing up your face, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use a different brush, tap everything into place. I just do this like little rotation thing, you know, focus on the outer parts of our face, just like this. So I find when you tap like this back and forth instead of like swiping everywhere, it's just more precise. With the same brush, I'm just gonna do the same thing with my nose, and it doesn't matter too much that it's gonna get everywhere because we're still gonna be concealing my face. That's why I like doing the bronzer first. I'm gonna be using the Revolution Mousse blush, and this is in the shade Pink. It is so pink. When I tell you it's so pigmented, you just need like a small amount. Focus that right above where we bronzed our face. I also take it up my eyebrows a little bit. Obviously now we have the pinks, the bronzer, the foundation and everything going. We just need to add some concealer or something that's gonna brighten our face. So I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place concealer. This one is the same one I used for my eyebrows, and this is obviously in the shade 9. I'll be applying this concealer around where you see the light is hitting my face, so under my eyes, my nose, you can see my forehead, my chin as well. So that's where we're just going to be putting the concealer. Add some of a lighter concealer. So here you can see like my nose is picking up a lot of light, so we just want to go ahead with a concealer. You can see up here the bridge of my nose is picking up a lot of light. Go ahead with concealer. I see this part over here is shining with some light. Concealer, and you can see some bits over here, and obviously our forehead picks up a lot of light as well, so I'm just gonna apply some concealer. And I feel like that's the easiest way to know where to actually apply the concealer. Now that the concealer is on my face, I just want to make sure everything is drying down a little bit for a couple seconds or a minute or so. Everything is dried down. I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Party All Night Stay All Day spray. I like to spray it 2 pumps here, and then obviously when I finish doing my makeup, but 1, 2 now. Everything dry down again. Start off with blending it all out. I'm gonna make sure you don't let it dry down too much because it's gonna be hard to blend out. I'm just gonna do my under eye, and make sure you're obviously getting inside that nose as well. Just gonna tap it out. With the powder puff, I'm just gonna blend out my concealer, and then I'm just gonna go ahead. Once I blend everything out, I'm just going to go ahead and set it with the Mercier translucent powder. powder and just like dip it in, tap it off on your hand, and just set everything. To bronze my face, I'm just going to be using a Nars powder. Do my brow bone as well. And then bring it all the way down to my nose. Do my eyelashes, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty One Coat Mascara. Wow, my eyelashes are drying. I like really long bottom eyelashes, so I just like coat it on. Then I'm just going to go ahead with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch. And this is just going to bring some colour under my eyes. Because obviously translucent, it is translucent, but it kind of has like a white tint. It is now giving brown skin girl, and this side is kind of giving ashy. And I'm just gonna tap everything out. I actually love when my lips are so shiny, so I'm gonna go ahead with the Fenty Heat. Then I'm gonna go back in with the Charlotte Tilbury Setting Spray. Let this dry and then I'll be back.